Hey y'all, what's up? It's Amanda and I'm back with another video. So today's video, as you can see, we're kind of at a different angle. I'm still in front of my bed, but I have my TBR cart here and I'm sitting on the floor right now. So we'll see how that goes for me. Yeah, we'll see how long I can last on the floor before my butt starts hurting because I have hardwood floor. Anyways. So we are going to be going through my TBR cart together, and I'm going to be explaining to you like the books that are on my TBR cart and just kind of the way I organized it. I just figured I would love to do a bookshelf tour, but my room's kind of a mess right now, so I figured I'll do a TBR cart tour instead. So without further ado, let's just get right on into the video. Alright, so we have a little bit of a different angle just so I could get a better view of the top shelf on my TBR cart. If you can see also, that's my dog lying on my bed. She is our special guest for every single video, honestly. She loves just spending time with me and being in my room for some reason. So yeah, on to the first shelf. I have a couple little trinkets, as you can see, like little stuffed things on my TBR cart. It's honestly only on the top shelf because the top shelf is like the easiest to decorate in my opinion. So I have this little crocheted bumblebee. It's really cute and it's like a plushie almost. It's really cute. It even has like a little stinger. If you can see, it's just like a little thread, but whatever. I have no idea where I got this from, but it's adorable. So I figured I'd just plop it on top of my little shelf on my TBR cart. Then I also have this pumpkin because Halloween and the fall time, you know what I mean? My pumpkin. Then if you can see this little head back here, okay, this is Hedwig. Hedwig hides back here because I have nowhere else to put Hedwig. But Hedwig has their little Ravenclaw scarf because I'm a Ravenclaw, and then they also have their acceptance letter to Hogwarts, which we love to see it, even though I just want to say we do not stan the author, hate her as a person, but this was a gift for me, so I was like, of course I'll take a Hedwig, like so cute. Anyways, so I'm just going to put those to the side. So starting off with this first top shelf, I don't have any like labels on them because I'm not that cool and I don't know what kind of magnets or stickers I would put on here to decorate it, so I'm just like whatever, I'll just leave it blank. But anyways, this top shelf is technically like newer books that I've bought as well as like books I want to try and prioritize. So if we look here, we have White Horse by Erica T. Worth, When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. This one I'm really excited about. I got it recently because it just came out recently, and this is Out There Screaming, an anthology of new black horror, edited by Jordan Peele. So that's exciting. I also got this other black horror anthology. This is All These Sunken Souls, edited by Cersei Moskowitz. And this I mostly got because Joel Rochester, or Fictional Fates, I'll have his like YouTube linked and his Instagram linked. He has a story in here. He's a writer, so I was excited. I had to support him and had to support like all these other black authors that are in this book, so I decided to pick it up. I thought it would be amazing. I have The Town of Babylon by Alejandro Varela. This cover intrigues me so much, but have I read it? No. Very disappointing that I haven't read it, honestly, but whatever. I'm just gonna do this one next because it's on top and I need to put it to the side. This is A Manual for Cleaning Women by Lucia Berlin. And this is just like a collection of short stories. and I heard that it's really good. It's very floppy, which I love, you know, a good floppy paperback. But yeah, so this one is intriguing, but I'm just gonna put it to the side for now. Next I have Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. This one I am so freaking excited to get to. I love Nina LaCour, but have I read this? No. We also have Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Aoki. This one I've heard like mixed things about, to be honest, but it's from Tor. I don't know if you can see that little like label there, like the publishing house. But I love most things that Tor puts out, so I'm just like, I'm gonna trust that Tor picked a good one, you know what I mean? I also have The Taking of Jake Livingston by Ryan Douglas. I don't know if you noticed, but like a lot of these books are kind of like horror, scary books. And like kind of darker gothic books. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe, especially because of like the fall season and Halloween season and stuff like that. But have I read any of these books? No, because I am horrible at reading my actual TBR that I set out for myself. So, just gonna put that back. We also have this beautiful cover. It's called Cult Classic by Sloane Crosley. Sorry, I cannot talk. But isn't this cover like gorgeous? I love the colors of the cover. It's so like aesthetic. I don't know why. It's just so aesthetic. Next we have a book that I have been dying to get to. Because it has received a lot of like mixed reviews and I want to see what my opinion is on it. This is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Next is one that I'm actually going to be reading for my book club coming up. This is All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. So this one I'm actually going to be getting to in the next couple months. The last couple ones on this shelf are, this one is All's Well by Mona Awad. I love Mona Awad. I've read Bunny and Rouge by Mona Awad, and I've given them like 4.5 to 5 stars. I forget which one is which, or if I just gave both of them 4.5 stars or both of them 5 stars. I don't know. I don't remember. But that is just to say that I loved those books. They were really good, really trippy. If you like that kind of book, you should definitely read Mona Awad's books. I also have this romance called The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's kind of like, one of the characters is an author, I'm pretty sure, so it has that dynamic going for it, like a little bookish dynamic, which I'm very excited for, and yeah, I'm excited to get to this book. And lastly on this shelf is Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. I have been dying to get to this one because I've heard such amazing things about it. And one of my favorite authors, Carmen Maria Machado, blurbed it and said, so good, I want to scream. And if she says that it's so good, I want to scream, then like that means it's good. That has to mean it's good. Like I don't make the rules here. Carmen Maria Machado said that it's good. Alrighty, so that is the top shelf, my TBR shelf. Now let's get on to the second one. Hey y'all. So the second shelf, I'm actually planning on making a video like completely dedicated to this shelf. So I'm just gonna briefly run through this. This is my, what's it called? Like, these books will self-destruct if I don't read them in the next like year. I'm giving myself until the end of 2024 to read these books, and if by then I haven't read them, then they're going bye-bye. Like, no exceptions. We're being cutthroat. We are going to DNF or unhaul these books. We're either going to DNF whatever I haven't read or like unhaul these books because I cannot be hanging on to books. These are, I have to preface, these books on this shelf are like the oldest books on my TBR. Okay? So if I haven't read any of them by the end of 2024, December 31st, 2024, if I haven't finished a single one of these books, they're all going bye-bye. But I'm gonna hopefully incorporate them into my actual reading year. Some of these books, like, there's this one, or these two actually, if I can get them out. Oh, okay. These two, I'll just show you, The Book Thief and The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I've read these before for class, like for high school, but I want to reread them and make sure that I actually do still like them, that they're still good. You know what I mean? Some of these other ones are just books that I have been meaning to get to over the past, like, I would say 5 or 6 years that I've like started accumulating books. And have I read them? No. So yeah, I'm gonna make a dedicated video for this shelf. And that is that. If y'all are wondering what this jar is for, it's because these books will fall over. It's funny that they're not falling over. Oh, look at that. Okay. They will fall over if I don't have this jar here. And this is just a jar of coins. So it's very heavy. Keeps the books in place. That's all you need to know. Okay, we're gonna move on to the third and final shelf. Okay, y'all, so it's kind of hard to get an angle of this bottom shelf with me in the frame. So we're just gonna do this setup and I'll go through every single book. This bottom shelf is literally just like my classics that I want to get through. I have on this left side all of my, well, almost all of my Barnes & Noble leather-bound books. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. And then the rest are just like other classics that I've accumulated over the years. So we're just gonna go through them one by one. I'm gonna start on the smaller side just because they're easier to get out of the shelf. So these two books are those small, like weird paperbacks, like the pocket-sized paperbacks. This is The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells, and this has like a cool cover to it. I don't know if you can see that. Also, sorry if you can hear the lawnmower leaf blower going outside. I cannot control it. Next is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and this is like a really cool cover. I don't know if you can see that either, but it's like has his side profile and then another face behind it. And it has sprayed edges, which is really cool, like these like teal sprayed edges. I don't know, I just picked these up at like the thrift store, honestly, and I was like, score, it's awesome. These next three I bought actually this year. This is James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. This is a classic. I've heard a lot of people on BookTube talking about it, especially Noelle from, I think her YouTube is just Noelle Gallagher. But yeah, she loves this book, so I decided to pick it up. I also have Inferno by Dante Alighieri. I know that there's like more books to this series or something like that in Dante's Divine Comedy, but do I know the order in which I'm supposed to read them and like what they're all called? No. So I saw Inferno and I picked it up, okay? Leave me alone. And then next, I spent a long time looking for like, not this specific edition, but just like a pretty edition of this book, and I finally found this one. So I was like, that settles it, I'm getting it. This is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And I don't know if y'all know, but like all the editions that are being sold online right now are just the ones that say Rebecca on it, and like no illustration or anything. It's just like the word, the title, Rebecca. And I'm like, that is so boring, it's so ugly. So I wanted to find an edition that had like an illustration that wasn't ugly. So I found this one. It's really cool. It has like really pretty colors here and then up here. So yeah. Next I have two Toni Morrisons, which I believe I bought another Toni Morrison recently, so I need to add that to my shelf. But I don't know where it is. It's in a pile somewhere around my room. But anyways, these are The Bluest Eye and Beloved by Toni Morrison, and these are like the pretty editions that are like reflective, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, these are like the newer editions as well. So I'm excited to get to these. I tried reading The Bluest Eye once before, but I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of like the wrong time for me to be reading it. I was just juggling a lot of things, and I was like, I need to DNF a book. Like, I'm reading too many books right now, and I need to DNF something, so it was The Bluest Eye that I ended up DNFing, but it's one of those DNFs, it's like a soft one, where I'm going to be coming back to this, so we'll see when I get to that. The next two are ones that I've actually, like, heard a lot about. So this one is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but do I know what the plot is? No. This one, on the other hand, is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, and I believe I read this for class. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I read this in school. And I think I enjoyed it, but, like, I want to read it again so I know for sure, like, if I like it or not. And it's a classic, so, like, might as well. Alrighty. These next three, there's really no rhyme or reason to, like, how I organize this, but these next three are Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. This is like a really pretty edition of it. I know that there's like a whole bunch of different editions, but this is the hardback edition by Beacon Press in Boston. So that's what that looks like. I have Fahrenheit 451, which I believe I read in class as well. This is by Ray Bradbury. And I believe I like this one as well, but again, I want to reread it so that I really know, like, do I like it or not? And we also have Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I saw this cover and I was like, this is gorgeous, I need to have it. And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's a classic, like, I should read that. So yeah, I think I got this used as well, which is like perfect because I love a good bargain. Lastly, I don't know if you can see, but we have like these books, and these are all of my Barnes & Noble leather-bound editions. So let's see. We have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Funny story, I read the first chapter of this and I put it down because I was like, I need more time to digest this book. And at the time, I had the audiobook out and it needed to go back in like a week, and I was like, I need more than a week to like get through this book and actually understand it. So I put this down. It's a soft DNF. I don't even really count it as a DNF because it's like I got 7 pages into the book, but I definitely want to get further in. And it also has like these beautiful end pages. Like, I don't know if you can see how beautiful they are. The next two are by Jane Austen. This is Persuasion and Pride and Prejudice. I've never read these books before, so I'm excited to get to them. This one has pretty like grayish purple edges. I don't know if you can even tell what color they are. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, Wuthering Heights has like pretty purple edges, sprayed edges. Pride and Prejudice has these green sprayed edges, which is like so pretty. These last two books, I'm just gonna run through them real quick because if you cannot hear the leaf blower right outside my window, then you have poor hearing, I'm sorry. Or the camera just isn't picking it up. But anyways, it's pretty loud on my end, the leaf blower. So this is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This is like a really cool edition, and it has these like red sprayed edges. And lastly, this is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Other Stories by Robert Louis Stevenson. So it's just this like brown, really cool, with these kind of brown, yeah, brown sprayed edges as well. Hey y'all, Editing Amanda here. I was editing this video and the audio with the leaf blower, really bad. I don't know why I continued filming. But B, I realized I honestly stopped filming. I didn't even film an outro because the leaf blower was so bad. So anyways, here's my outro. Thank you so much for watching. That was my TBR cart video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment, a book that is like maybe probably the oldest book on your TBR. And how long it's been on your TBR. And I'll see y'all in the next one. All my social medias will be linked down below in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.